You know what I mean? And what really tied it together made her look really sexy. So I think that people that dislike mix are just finding finding something to like dislike, because that it ain't drag race if anyone dislikes something. You know what I mean? And I lived for it. Yes, had it been anyone else on the runway wearing that, they would have gotten red. Absolutely, but you know, that's just the way life works. So I lived for Meg. I lived for Simone's little braided hair moment. You couldn't even see it on TV, but it was actually braiding hair. It was the dress was made out of braiding hair. And you couldn't really see it on TV, and it was just so good, you know. And that was Simone's was a little black dress, but it was made out of braiding hair, which just took it to the next level. And then once again with the hair piece, it just took it there. So I really like mine. I like Simone. I like Mix. I loved Olivia's because Olivia's was so sexy. I just loved it. Oh, I have the hiccups. And I like Denali's. I would have preferred the little web to be a little bit bigger, but I love Denali's too. I thought that was another way of like going out of the box with the little black. And like I said, it's a little black dress. Like, there's a reason why they gave us that that category, and it was so that we weren't out of the box with it, you know. But yeah, so. I love that. So yeah, I stand by my concept, and that was made by Pierretta. And so the original concept, I like Utica's. I do agree though, like you couldn't tell that it was the little earring, but regardless whether it was an earring or not, I still liked Utica's. I thought the makeup was a tiny bit like, but the concept was amazing. And like, again, it's a fucking little black dress. How many little black dresses, like, can you? Oh, thank you. I'm obsessed with you. How many little black dresses? Where am I? I'm not going anywhere. I am getting ready to do some cameos and take some selfies. Like I said, if you want a cameo. Also, yeah, let me pin my Venmo. Since we're going to be spilling some tea here, send me $1, right? Why not? Also, Brandon, if you're on here, while you haven't showed up to my house, yes, be on me. Let's just pin that there. Send me $1 if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine. Okay. So, a lot of people didn't realize. So, my concept was a Comme des Garçons remake, and I was the canvas dress, and I painted Princess Diana's revenge dress on the dress. I didn't paint it. My Pierretta, my designer, did that for me, and so. We did that, and then I remembered, I was like, oh my god, well, let me also like pay homage. Brennan, hurry up and get here. I said, let me also pay homage to my drag mother, Aja, who also wore a Gaga remake for the first episode on season 9. And that's what I did. I think a lot of people, that went over a lot of people's head, which, you know, oh my god, you know what I didn't do? I haven't color corrected my under eyes. How did you put it in a suitcase? Well, being that it's canvas, I was able to fold it. And I was just able to steam it once we got onto set. Okay, Brandon. And let me tell you, y'all really need to ask me how I got a lot of my clothes through Drag Race. Because I don't know if y'all saw the preview for next week's episode, but that hat I was wearing, baby, the boombox, a lot of other items that I bought there were just so big. Sorry, I look crazy right now, but it was paper. It wasn't fabric. It was canvas paper. Like the dress was made out of actual canvas paper. And with canvas paper, you can steam it and the paint won't come off. And that's one thing I was afraid of, was the paint coming off of the dress, but no. So Now let's talk about the lip sync for your life between me and Tamisha. And let me tell you guys something. Thank you, Ivan, and thank you to everyone that's been Venmoing me. Sorry, I just missed a bunch of names, but I'll be calling your names out as you Venmo me. So thank you, Ivan. Let's talk about the lip sync with Tamisha, and let me tell you guys how terrified I was. Since we stopped filming, well, not since we stopped filming, since we got announced, because, and I'll tell you what. Sorry, I'm like, I should have gotten on here after my eyebrows were done, but here we are. I'm an idiot. Also, y'all, I will be going on live later on tonight with Olivia, because she's also in drag tonight. Hopefully, if I can get out of in drag quick enough. She's been in drag for a little bit now. And I've been contemplating all day. So I've been terrified for this lip sync since we got announced. And I'll tell you why. Tamisha has become such a fan favorite, and rightfully so, because she is an icon. And I said this before, I'm so happy that like an older pageant black drag queen is receiving so much love from the Drag Race fandom, because that's really never happened before, you know? We usually pay them dust. Or not we. Thank you so much, Alex, for sending me that demo. Not we. Y'all usually pay them dust, right? So I'm happy to see that the Drag Race fandom finally is showing the love and respect to an older generation of queens that really paved the way for us to even be on Drag Race. If you really want to keep it real. Right? So, seeing how much love Tamisha was receiving, I was like, okay, work. And I was like, wait. And then it dawned on me, oh my God. Bitch, I'm gonna send the fan favorite home. I was terrified. And obviously me and Tamisha had already made up, and like y'all all saw that on TV. And there was actually a lot more. People were wondering why we didn't get to see a lot of the relationship between me and Tamisha after we made up. And that's because a lot of it happened during rehearsals for the challenge. And a lot of it happened like not on camera. So by the time we went back on camera, we had already like made up. But I was terrified, and I was like, oh my God, like I'm gonna send the fan favorite home. Like the fans already fucking hate me. Now they're really gonna hate me. Now I'm really giving them a reason to hate me. But let me tell you something. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna pay more attention to y'all once my eyebrows are done. Thank you, Ronnie. Once I finish these brows, I will be more attentive to y'all. But I was like, fuck. Thank you, Tony. I was like, oh my God, fuck, they're really gonna hate me. I was like, bitch, they're really. Thank you, Marcus. They're really gonna hate me. Oh my God, like. But let me tell you something. The amount of love I've received since the last Lip Sync for Your Life, the last elimination, was, thank you, Sophia, was incredible. It has been incredible. And let me tell you, me and Tamisha put up a motherfucking fight. Me and Tamisha put up a fight in that lip sync. Correct. Yanni. Thank you, Yanni. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought that elimination could have been a double Shantae. I thought that me and Tamisha brought two different styles of the song. Which, for a lip sync for your life, that's what it should be, because I want to see two different styles. You know what I mean? We brought two different styles to the song, and So yeah, I'm just gonna grab a bottle of water real quick, and I'm gonna flip the camera because my room is messy, and y'all not about to see my messy ass room. Y'all can look at a picture of me for now. But yeah, it could have been a double Shantae. All right, here we go. I'm back. Sorry, y'all. Y'all not about to see my. Whoop! My room is messy. Do you think Tamisha should be the next All-Stars? Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah. I thought I could have been a double Shantae, but nonetheless, you know, RuPaul's show, RuPaul's rules, and I won the lip sync, and the love I've been receiving the past 32 hours, 37. How many hours makes up 3 days? Whatever hours that makes up, that's what it is. Also, yeah, let's put some gloss on these lips. These lips are dry. Thank you, Manny. No gig, baby. Cameo. But nonetheless, what is the 72 hours? There we go. I don't know why I said 34 hours. And y'all, stop asking me about Miss Thing. Thank you so much, Joshua. Stop asking me about Miss Thing. I'm done talking about that bitch. Okay. I came out with new merch last week, but we finally have the Kandy Muse t-shirt coming out this week. Like the actual Kandy Muse with my face on it, Kandy Muse, this week. It comes out, y'all. I'm so excited. It is being designed by Dan. He's an amazing graphic designer. Shea Coulee's boyfriend. Shea Coulee's husband. He's done merch for me before. So we finally have some good merch coming out, bitch. Oh, baby. Some good merch is coming out. Bitch, this eyebrow is way longer than this one. I'm not sure. But anyways. So yeah, also I do want to say thank you to everyone that reached out to me after last week's. Thank you, Steffi. That reached out to me after last week's little debacle in Untucked. After, you know, I was getting all that hate and stuff. I'm good now. The hate has stopped for the most part. People that haven't caught up to episode 6 yet, clearly, still hate me. But people that have caught up to episode 6, thank you to everyone. You know, I thought, okay, so when that Untucked aired, I knew it was gonna be an ugly Untucked. Like that, I knew. I was there. I lived through it. You know. So, you know, I knew the episode that was coming out the week after, when I was gonna be able to tell my story, and I think that a lot of people can relate where, you know, you grow up being told you're not good enough and you won't ever amount to anything, and you get defensive about everything, and, you know, maybe sometimes when people tell you about yourself or tell you something that you don't really want to hear, you get really defensive, and I've always had that issue growing up, and that's why I'm so happy that, like, you know, Drag Race aired my story, and yeah, and you kind of got to see like a different side of me, because I'm not an angry person, and I haven't been an angry person in a very long time. Um, block who? Sorry, y'all. Block Casey. I don't see Casey, but the next time I see Casey, I'll block Casey for y'all. Can we talk about you going on mute in Nani's live? Okay, I did not know that I was on mute. Bitch, I gagged. I was given a whole fucking... I was a little bit drunk, and I was given a whole thing how I'm so grateful. And I was fully on mute. Like, no one could hear me. I was like, oh, of course. Hello, la grupa. Have you been talking with Mick? Yeah, I talk to Mick every day. Me and Mick call each other every single day. Multiple times a day, actually. Also, I've seen a lot of people trying to throw in my face that, like... So, I started season 13 as one of the... I think I was the second most followed queen on the show on Instagram. And now I think I dropped to, like, number, like, 7 or 8, right? I don't care. Like, people are like, how does it feel to, like, not be as much followers? I don't care. I didn't come on the show to gain fucking followers. Like... After the Untucked last week, I lost a lot of followers. And I'm just now starting to, like, break the 200. But, like, I don't give a fuck. If my Instagram were to be deleted tomorrow, I wouldn't care. Like, I don't do drag for Instagram followers. You know, I'm happy for the girls that are breaking records in the show, and good for them. I don't care. I'm not comparing myself to other girls. You think I'd sit there on my phone and be like, oh my god, I'm not getting enough followers? I don't care. Also, y'all, don't clock the foundation color. It blends in once everything's blended in. What made you cry? What? What made you cry for the song? Okay, so. Hey, ladies. So why did I cry during the lip sync? That's a good question. Let's get into it. The pristine bottom leave. Is someone being nasty in here? Who, so I can block them? Man, there's just so many out here. I don't know who to... Okay, what? Do your hands hurt for... Yes, they hurt. I hate blending. Okay, so why did I cry during the lip sync? So being in the bottom 2, whether you know you're in the bottom or not, is still like a stressful situation. So we did the lip sync song. These fucking hiccups won't go away. We did the lip sync song, and y'all obviously saw I was breathing in and out, because when I get in situations like that, I feel really uncomfortable. Not uncomfortable where I'm like, just uncomfortable where I feel like I'm showing emotions, and sometimes I don't really like to show a lot of emotions. So that's where a lot of where I'm like, calm down, like, please don't have a breakdown right now, like, not right now. Of course I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills purr. So after the lip sync was done and I gave all that emotion, truly, like, I thought I was gonna go home. Just because you stormed the lip sync, or you feel like you stormed the lip sync, you don't know if you're gonna go home or not until RuPaul makes her decision. So we finished the lip sync and I fully saw, like, my dreams flash right before my eyes. I said, well, this is it. I said, baby, here we go. This is as far as I made it to. And that's where those emotions came from. When RuPaul said, Shantae, you stay, that's where those emotions came from. Because in that moment, I fully thought I was going home. I had convinced myself. I said, well, it's done. And that's why I broke down the way I did. And then I also felt bad. I felt bad for sending Tamisha home. I felt awful. Tamisha, and I don't really want to get into it because like we'll talk about it more in the next episode. But I felt really bad for sending Tamisha home. It was Drag Race was like, this was her second chance at Drag Race, and I felt like I took that away from her for a little. And then I had to remind myself, like, well, no, we both fought for this spot here. We both, at the end of the day, it's a competition. And we both fought really hard in the bottom two. But I'm the kind of person where I feel empathy for others. And I know that on TV it may seem like funny and and I'm a bitch, but like, I felt terrible for sending Tamisha. I felt so bad. I was like, oh my god. Obviously, I really wanted to stay. No, we didn't know about Tamisha's bag. I actually found out about Tamisha's bag on TV with the rest of the world. We had no idea. Also, I know people were bitching about Coach not letting us keep our bags, because I don't even know how y'all found that out. But just so y'all know, Coach has reached out to the girls and we're all getting Coach bags. Okay? You were originally casted for season 12. Okay, yeah. I also don't know where that came from. I was not casted for season 12. I've auditioned for season 12, but I was not casted. No. Tamisha was casted. I was not. I didn't even get a call back for season 12. Kandy, since it seems that you only can opinion without shade, do you think the bottom two was correct? Oh. I think the bottom two was correct. Huh. I mean, I obviously didn't want to be the bottom two. No one wants to be in the bottom two. But that's not my decision to make. That was the judges, and if they felt like me and Tamisha were in the bottom, then that's what they felt. I know what I saw on set. But, hey, it happened a long time ago, and we were in the bottom, and we lip-synced, and we can't go back in time now and change it. Oh, that's what it is. Well. I'm getting ready for cameos. How do you feel about having haters? I feel fine. I don't really care. I know a lot of people. Okay, this is why I have an issue with the pit stop. Let's get into some tea. I have an issue with the pit stop because the pit stop is obviously like the number one viewed review for the episode in the show. And I do feel like some of the opinions on the pit stop aren't correct. But when fans hear that, that's what they go and run with. And I don't have anything against anyone on the pit stop, obviously. Like, I live for Trixie, and even though Rock hated my outfit, I live for Rock too. But this is why I have an issue with the pit stop, because I feel like people watch the pit stop and they hear those opinions and then run with that. And unfortunately, the opinions that are on the pit stop aren't always 100% correct, especially the fashion opinions. They're gonna live for my outfit. I live for my outfit. I live for my outfit. But you know what? But this is why I listen to Sibling Rivalry and Race Chaser. Because they really get into it and like dissect everything. And I think that they give more of like a real opinion, if that makes sense. No shade. But that's just a T model. Oh, I do watch You Has Bootleg Opinion too. Or isn't it called like Review? I don't know what it's called, but I do watch that. I love Sibling Rivalry. Where's my other highlighter? My other concealer. Thank you, John, for the demo. I love Sibling Rivalry. Yes, if you're gonna do, that's a good one. If you're gonna do cameos, do it on the website because the app does take money from the artist. That is true. What review show do you like that's not from Arugo? Oh, there's actually a few. I watch Auntie Chan's fuck, what is it called? Oh my god, y'all know what I'm talking about. The ones from Chicago. Oh my god, I forgot their fucking. I'm like blanking out right now. I feel so bad. I watched that one. I actually watch a lot of reviews that are not from Rugos. I love watching Mira Mango. I do watch Mira Mango. Hi, Ruby. I do watch Mira Mango's. And I'll tell you why I like Mira Mango's. I like Mira Mango's reviews because they aren't biased and they really look at things from all sides. So I live for that. And I don't know if anyone's recording this, but tell Mira Mango that I stan her and Miss Cyanide and Miss Baby, and I watch their live reactions all the time. Well, when I guess I'll put it onto the channel. I also love watching Bussy Queen. Even though she gave me a rock today. Bussy, I'm coming for you, bitch. I love watching her review as well. Meatball should do a review of Drag Race. I don't know why she hasn't. Bob was the best pit stop host. That is true. I live for Bob. I want Bob to do the pit stop every single season. No shade. Okay. Fashion Photo Review. I do watch Fashion Photo Review too. I just feel like sometimes Raven and Raja don't care anymore. Like, I can't be the only one that feels that way. I feel like they do it because they have to, but like, you know, it's just like, hi, we're here to do it. But I live for Fashion Photo Review. Bitch, fuck you for telling me about my left eyebrow. Because now that you said that, I looked in the mirror and I gotta go back and fix it. If I can find the brush. Girl, I don't care. Is Mira Mango on here? Someone go tell Mira Mango how much I live for her. Is Mira on here? Or is it a girl called Mira? Does anyone know if Mira's on here? I'm using Anastasia of Beverly Hills. Brandon, Miss Cyanide, Scarlet, it's Scarlet Cyanide, right? Baby, let me tell you, I live for them. Yes. I don't know where Mick is at. I actually haven't spoken to Mick today. I gotta call her there. Oh, she's here. Is she here? Is Mary Magg on here? Yes. She is. She accepts my live.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. You had a very good episode this week.
Thank you. I was literally just on here, like, so I think someone asked me, like, whatever, like, my non-favorite, like, Ru Girl reviews. And you are definitely, like, I want to say, like, number one on that list.
Oh, thank you.
Well, because I watch not only the reviews, but, like, I watch every single, even before the show aired, I used to be on your YouTube channel. I would watch, like, every single video you have on there just because I find it entertaining that, like, you know so much facts about Drag Race, because I know so much I know a lot of facts about Drag Race as well, because I'm a Drag Race super fan, and I find it so entertaining. And your review, the reason why I find it also entertaining is because y'all don't see things from, like, a biased perspective. Like, you know, everyone has their favorites, but I think that you give everyone, like, a fair opportunity when it comes to, like, watching the show.
Yeah, I think the only thing that we give, like, extra credit to is just charisma is always number one for us. So,
Right.
I mean, you can, like, turn looks all day, but if we're bored, we're bored.
That part. Hi, Joey.
Yeah, it's crazy. I just started the YouTube channel. It's only been like 7 months.
Really?
And I started it during quarantine because I lost my job. So I was like, all right, I'll do this. And it's turned into a big thing. It's really awesome.
No, it's so good. I'm so happy for you. Like, I think that, like, I find myself on your YouTube channel. Literally, you upload the live reviews the following day or 2 days later?
The day after. Yeah.
Okay, well, I find myself on your channel the night of, refreshing. I'm like, okay, where is it?
No, it won't be there till the next morning.
Yeah, I found it so entertaining. What did you think of the last episode?
I loved it. I mean, I thought, like, the only thing we talked about today was because we filmed tomorrow's video today, but you won't even be in that one because that's UK first. But we were talking about how it was so great to see this story, you know, where you and Tamisha were good, and it seems like, I guess maybe did you guys make up, like, while rehearsing, or was it just like a non-spoken thing? Or
so, and a lot of people were wondering because a lot of it wasn't really shown on camera, from, like, how we really became close. So obviously people know that we rehearse after we do rehearsals. Like, on camera we were obviously have to rehearse. So a lot of it happened during rehearsal, where it's kind of like, you know, she would need help with something and I would need help with something. We were kind of just there for each other. And it kind of was just like an unspoken thing where it's like, I have respect for you, you have respect for me. And we argued. We went through that, and now we're over, because at the end of the day, we're in a competition, and we weren't gonna sit there and, like, hound on the situation, like, over and over and over, because it makes no sense. You know, I watched back, like, that Untucked episode. First, let me tell you, I watched back the Untucked and I cringe. I cringe so hard. I can't even watch it. Every time I get tagged on something about it, I cringe so hard. I can't even watch it because I'm just like, and this is, oh no, my eyeshadow broke. Whatever. And this is why, like, I thought it was important, like, that the Drag Race showed my story about, like, me becoming, like, not an angry person anymore, because that truly is how I feel. I don't feel like, even though filming was last year, I still now don't feel the way I felt on set, like, as the same person, the angry person. And that's why, like, now I watch it back, I'm like, ooh, that was not my best moment. And that's why I was like, happy that last week they kind of showed a different side of me, because I think that everyone watches the show. And granted, I would never expect people to understand what we go through backstage, because what they're watching is what they're watching on television. So that's people's perspective on what, you know, on who we are and all that. And I just want people to know, like, you know, yes, we're there to kiki and have a good time, but at the end of the day, these are also our dreams, and we're competing for $100,000 in a crown.
Mm-hmm.
And the love of RuPaul. We're kind of like little puppies, like, please love me. So never not one. It is interesting because even while filming, never not once you think to yourself, what is the audience going to think back at home?
Right.
So
well, that's good that you don't, because you know that there's people who do.
I'm sure there are girls that go on there and think. I'm sure once girls go back on there for All Stars, they're sitting there like, you know, let me be. And that's why, like, I kind of went in and Untucked, because had I gone into Untucked thinking about what people at home think about, I would have not gone off to say the way I went off.
Right. You probably wouldn't.
It was just like my natural reaction and all that. But I'm happy that they showed me and Tamisha kind of like closing that chapter, closing that book.
Yeah.
Closing the book on that chapter. Or closing that chapter on that book.
If you close the book, the chapter's done too.
Even if we turn the page, is a new fucking story.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that people get to see that, because, like, you know, it is a thing where not all the time and not every drag queen, but a lot of stuff like this happens backstage where, you know, sisters get into a fight, and I fight with my drag family all the time. Maybe not like that, but and we get over it, we move on, and it's just about like sisterly love. And at the end of the day, like, I can never have like any hate or remorse towards Tamisha, who one is a fucking icon in itself and herself. Like, hello. And two, we both went to go film Drag Race during a pandemic, and I know how hard it was to get ready for the show. So I would never want to discredit anyone's hard work, especially not Tamisha. Yeah. So I'm happy that they got to see that, like, that chapter kind of close, and I'm also excited for people to see other sides of me moving forward with the competition coming into this next episode, because I think so far what people have seen is like this little drag queen. I think she's like the best of the best and needs to be humbled, and I think that she learned her lesson in that last bottom too.
Right.
So I think moving forward,
well, it's developing into a very good character. So I like it. I like it for you. I like this journey for you.
Thank you. Also, I do want people to understand, because I think people are kind of like, now they're moving on from like me and Tamisha to like mean, like this, like the Mean Girls thing. I want people to know this real quick. But people think that like we're actually being like, the name Mean Girls comes from the movie,
right?
So the ones that don't know, but we're not much of like we're not trying to be like a clique like Alaska Talks or like the Heathers. The thing is, during filming, I was missing a lot of my friends, and I'm the kind of person where I can't be alone. Like, I depend on other people to be next to me to feel like complete, which is not necessarily a good thing, but and the people that I gravitated to on set were Lala, Simone, the Bullheaded Brigade, and then Tina and Mick, the Mean Girls. And we just put a funny little name, like, oh, we're the Mean Girls, but like we're like Tina and Mick really like held me down on set when it came to like my emotional support and when I needed help with anything. So I just want people to know we're just a really good group of friends.
Well, we were talking about how, like, I think it was in that first episode where it was the winner circle coming together that first morning, and you guys were talking about how close you were, and we were like, that is so weird, like they just got there. But then I was thinking about how prior to you being there, you're obviously in lockdown, so like everyone there is starved for human connection. So you guys are like,
well, we were locked down for 14 days before getting on set.
Prior.
So by the time I got on set, even like the first PA that opened the door, I was like, oh my God, please hug me. Right.
Well, but I mean, even in real life though, like the world's in like that was during quarantine, like for the world. So you were already locked down, but at least you could communicate with people. Yeah. Then you went 14 days, complete isolation. That is enough just alone there to break you down mentally, you know? So it's great.
And then I think that people underestimate how much we actually do talk off of camera. We don't do show talk off of camera, but we do talks about everything else back at home, like life and stuff. So when people are like, how are they getting so close so quick? It's like we do a lot of talking. Hi, Blue. we do a lot of talking off camera. I know people like believe like